Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods Podcast, episode 130. Joining me, as always, Daniel Navaroli.
What is up, gamers? What's up, gamers? What's up, Connor?
What's up, gamers? What's up, Connor? Daniel, how you feeling about this Joker musical? The sequel to 2018's Joker getting a musical sequel with Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn.
Supposedly.
Well, no, she officially came out today and announced it herself.
I saw that.
She
Is she saying she's Harley though? Is my thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She could just be some famous musician.
Sure, I think she'll be. Why wouldn't she
that'd
be
be
Harley?
cool if she'd be Harley. Yeah. So I guess it's a two-pronged thing. I'll say. Number one, I'm personally didn't love the Joker.
Really?
I thought that Joaquin's performance was fun. The movie I didn't care for. So that means that I'm not generally that excited for a sequel to it. But I love Batman stuff. I love Joaquin Phoenix. I'll probably watch it. It being Lady Gaga, I'm a huge fan of her music. So I don't know. It could be fun.
I couldn't name a single Lady Gaga song.
Poker Face.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Her OG stuff.
Yeah. I guess we're going way back with that stuff. Yeah, I quite liked the Joker, the film. It was it was decent. It's a horrible superhero film, you know. It's really not in any way. Like you didn't even have to title that movie Joker, you know. It really had nothing to do with that. But I thought it was a good movie overall. A sequel being a musical though. What a fucking cool idea.
Weird
you know, it's a weird idea, but like I'm into it, you know, like I can't wait to see this. It's supposed to be set mostly in the same Arkham Asylum, so you know, tie it back to some video games there. And yeah, I'm like, I'm down with that. That'd be cool.
The movie ends very weird, the first one, so I wonder how they're gonna connect that.
Well, I'd imagine it'd pick up after that because he was in the insane asylum after that. But I don't know, just a crazy Joaquin Phoenix and a crazy Lady Gaga running around singing.
Yeah, I'm a Harley Quinn fan.
You clearly are doing Joker shit. I'm into it. Why not? We need to get one of the Batmans to appear, whichever one can sing best, I guess.
Well, is this in the 70s? Is that like the era?
Doesn't matter. We just need to bring someone who's played Batman at some point in.
Who do you think can sing best?
George Clooney probably be my guess.
I mean, I think Robert Pattinson could probably sing.
He probably can. Wasn't he in a musical?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if Michael Keaton got the lungs for that. You know.
I mean, he's getting up there.
Christian Bale, you think? He comes in with his raspy voice.
I think the thing with Christian Bale is he would take like a year to learn singing. And he would sing.
And he'd knock it out of the fucking park.
Yeah, he'd kill it. So maybe Christian Bale is the right answer.
Christian Bale might be the right answer. Maybe Christian Bale is always the right answer.
Usually is.
Daniel, it's been another busy week in the world of video games.
Yeah, we got some Pokemon news.
Plenty of
stuff.
Not
as much as I wanted.
Not as much as you wanted? You wanted more? Well, I guess we'll get into it because that's what we're going to start with. Yesterday, Nintendo put out another Pokemon Presents. This being, I think, the second one of this year. Maybe the third one. I don't know. I feel like they do these all the time.
Yeah. I think that this might be the third because didn't they do one right before Arceus?
Did they?
Right.
Was that not the one where they announced Scarlet and Violet? Or
no.
Did they hold that until after they holded that?
That was later, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. We got another Pokemon Presents. Mostly focused on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, still coming out November 18th, 17th, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 18th.
Yeah, they showed off some new features. We got to see more of the open world, some of the base storyline. Looks like you're some sort of student, and then you get to head off into this world through this academy. This new crystal system, which just looks like it's the system replacing the Giant Max system from Sword and Shield, or whatever it was called.
It looks
Maybe
like
you could tell me, because I'm not gonna pretend I'm like the biggest Pokemon fan, but like, why do they always have something like something weird like that? They didn't always.
It wasn't until the 3DS. It
seems to me they always have something, they take it away, and they put in something else that's sort of like it. Yeah.
Since the 3DS, which is X and Y. That version introduced Mega Evolution.
Okay.
And it was an item that you would had to equip, and you can only do it like once a battle. And since then, Sun and Moon, and then Sword and Shield, they've always had some sort of interesting-ish mechanic. I don't really care for them at all, actually. I kind of wish they would just go away. I don't think they introduce anything fun to the game to me.
It just seems like the Pokemon just get big.
Yeah,
like that's the idea.
When the first one they didn't. The first one was Mega Evolution. They kind of just changed form and changed type, and that's more of what this seems like. It seems like they're not just like enlarging a Pokemon and then do a big move. So this it kind of just seems like they show off Eevee and they say it was a little odd because they're like, oh, Eevee could become a grass type Eevee or a water Eevee. Yeah. It's like, well, that's a little weird because Eevee does have
defeats the point,
evolutions.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. But it seems like they might change types, and obviously they change looks to be these crystal gem looking Pokemon.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the whole crystal part, but the other stuff they showed in there, that's traveling around the world, and then we got to see that there's like going to be 3 different storylines in this one, and you'll get to pick and choose which one you want to start with, and I'm assuming pick and choose, if you want to drop it, go pick up with the other one for a little bit, then go drop that one, pick up with another storyline, and so on. How'd you feel about all that?
Yeah, I like having the gyms again. I like gyms. So that's at least one of the stories is becoming a champion, which is probably where you want to start. It's probably just the standard Pokemon. Just go beat the different gyms, and they said you could do them in any order, which I think we already knew that.
Did we?
Because I think when they talked about co-op, they were like, yeah, you can just, everybody can run around, do stuff. You could do gyms in whatever order. I think they mentioned that before.
How do you think that's going to work with, like, levels and stuff? Because, I mean, normally, you get to, you go on to the different gyms, and each one you go on has a higher level Pokemon and so on. That way you got to grind in between gyms and stuff like that. How do you think that works?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because I don't know if they could, if Game Freak's good enough to have it scale to you.
Yeah.
If they can do that, then it wouldn't matter. It just scales to whatever you are. And that's how I would hope that they would do it.
That would just suck if it's like you get to your last gym and it's like level 3 shit. You're like, great.
Well, this is the first one.
Right.
Yeah. Then I'm not sure. They haven't really talked about what the other 2 storylines are going to be, I don't think. Which is interesting.
I'm assuming one revolves around the legendaries, Yeah, which I know you get earlier in this game, but I'm assuming they'll have some sort of story. It's interesting because, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield had 3 storylines. They just were in a linear way, like in a linear fashion. You would just go through them all beat by beat. And now it just seems like, oh, we're separating them, but, you can just pick and choose which one you want to go with, which is cool, I guess. But it's like you guys always had 3 storylines.
Yeah. I mean, they've always had a lot going on in the games. They're kind of hodgepodge of the villains, and then there's, you're trying to beat the champion, and there's always something. They what is the name of this? Paldea is the name of the world now. We finally got the name of, like, the region. We always get a.
What was this one supposed to be based off of? Italy, right?
Like Spain, Portugal.
Okay.
Kind of Italy, yeah, that Mediterranean vibe.
That area.
I think. Yeah, it goes up to 4-player co-op, which is super cool.
That's cool.
That the last trailer.
Is it like so now you can battle anywhere and anyone with 4 players, right? Like, can you?
I don't know if you could battle the same person 4 players, except for like the raid. They look like there was like the
because Sword and Shield, it was just the raid, right? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like that's also how this is like if you're battling the same person, it's the raids.
So like, could me and you team up? Go to these different gyms, beat all the gym leaders, and together get the badges?
They haven't said much.
Haven't said? Okay.
I think that's a lot of the problem with, like, this new trailers. There's still a lot that they're not saying. I do want to talk about the legendaries. I kind of want to jump forward just a little bit. We have a few more mechanics to talk about, but I want to talk about the legendaries. I'm gonna try to pronounce their names. I think it's Horidon, which is the Scarlet one, and I think it's Miraidon. Which is the
those are some names,
violet. All right. And in the trailer, like, you're riding them like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Which seems like they're replacing the bike with the legendaries. With
the motorcycle. It reminded me of the motorcycle you can get in the Breath of the Wild DLC. It's exactly what it looked like to me.
Yeah. I never played that.
Oh, you didn't? It was wild.
I never played the DLC.
Oh, okay. That was when I ran around and I did all the shrines or whatever they're called. Yeah, I went around on the motorcycle and I just did them all super quick.
So did you play Breath of the Wild late and then you just played it with the DLC?
No, I went back.
You went back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So yeah, it seems like they haven't really talked about it, but it seems like you're getting the legendaries very early. That might be part of like the main first bit of you getting the legendary, I assume, maybe from the school or something like that. And then it's going to be your vehicle to ride on land, water, and
wasn't he like going up a cliffside with it? Yeah.
There's climbing things and flying.
Yeah.
Which seems exactly like Arceus. You had the different ones that you would beat, and then you would get them to, maneuver around the world.
Oh, interesting.
You probably have to unlock them some way with these legendaries. Maybe you have to do something that maybe
cool if like the badges unlock more abilities for your.
It might be the legendary storyline.
Yeah.
Where I'm doing this to like get the fly or whatever.
You gotta go get his wheels.
Yeah, and then attach it to its body. What do you think about it being
up shit to this Pokemon? I'm sorry.
We haven't really talked about which one we're gonna get. I might get Violet, because purple is one of my favorite colors. But when you see them, the vehicles, just riding, the Koraidon was like running.
Yeah,
and he wasn't really using the wheels. No,
that was the red one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like running.
He had wheels though, right?
He had the wheels on his chest. Like I'm looking at the picture here, but he's like actually running. It looks like it's more just his design.
Interesting.
And then
maybe he can use the wheels. I just couldn't imagine why he'd have wheels.
Well, one is futuristic. If you remember, one is supposed to be like older.
Oh, Flintstones.
This is supposed to be like new versus old, stuff like that. I think is kind of the different ideals between like these two schools or something. Because the other one, Miraidon, like puts the legs up and then you're riding on the wheels.
I love it.
More like an actual future motorcycle, which seems that's what I want to do. That seems cool.
I will agree with you that one sounds cooler. However, I am getting Scarlet. I've already decided. I just like that name more.
It is a better name.
Pokemon Scarlet. That just sounds badass. You know what I mean?
Sounds cool.
That's pretty much how I choose all of these. Like whatever. What was last year's remake?
Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
Yeah, I got Diamond because it's like diamonds are cool.
Well, Diamond has a better starter.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sword and Shield got Sword. Sounds cool.
See, I usually work around Sloan. He gets one, I get the other.
So you're always stuck with the shitty name, huh?
No, not always. No. We just go whatever one.
Sloan, he just makes.
He got Sword, I got Shield, but Shield, I like the Shield starter more than the Sword starter personally. But this one, I kind of like Miraidon. I might get that one. He can get Scarlet. But yeah, what else did they? Yeah, they showed off some new Pokemon. There was like the Paldean form of Whopper.
Yeah.
Whooper.
Yeah, he was just a brown.
He was a different color.
Whopper.
A brown
Whooper,
version.
Whatever.
Worst looking version. Whooper.
It was. I agree. It was a worse looking version.
Yeah, just a worse looking version. What was the other? So it was Fido.
They didn't show off many new Pokemon. How many new Pokemon do they typically add each gen?
It depends. They've gotten less over time.
Interesting.
See, and that's why I hate these different forms, because what they started doing in Sun and Moon was, we're going to do the Alolan versions of Pokemon, and then they're going to have an island vibe, and we're going to do less normal new Pokemon. And I just hate it. And they keep doing this region has different forms of this Pokemon, and it's going to be a different type and look different. Like, I don't want that. I just want you to make a new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just keep making new ones and have the same old ones return. And looks like they're doing more forms again. I might be in the minority, though. Maybe people like the different forms. I'm not sure. But we saw Fido, which is like a bred dog.
It's a dog? Wait, he's a bred dog? What does that mean?
Yeah, well, his name's Fido.
Oh, okay. So he's like a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You remember Alchemy, like ice cream?
Oh, okay. I do. I remember that. I remember the apple.
The apple.
That one's the garbage bag. The garbage bag's hilarious.
In the same gen, Vanillite, which is literally an ice cream cone, like 2 scoops on it.
What's the one that's a microwave?
Microwave. It's about Rotom.
Something like that. Can't he turn Rotom, into a washing machine?
He could turn into a bunch of different versions. Yeah, a washing machine.
It's just household appliances.
Yeah, he turns like a little lightning bolt or something.
Like, what the fuck? How out of ideas are you? You gotta come up with Pokemon that are household appliances.
That's so weird. If you go look at fan-made Pokemon, there's some cool designs that fans are out there making.
Yeah, like, hire them.
Some new, fresh, like, there are so many...
Like, maybe we just need new animals in the real world, you know?
Scientists.
Yeah, scientists, get on it. Hurry up.
Give me
I'm surprised they haven't done, like, a whole, like, dinosaur thing ever. You know, like, go back to, like, a prehistoric age with Pokemon and then just, like, have all different types of dinosaurs being all different types of Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, they all have always had, like, dragons and some kind of... Like, you got, like, Tyranitar.
That's a dinosaur one.
Kind of a dino-looking one. You have that crocodile that's, like, a dark ground from Gen 5. It's, like, red and black. Kind of looks like a dino type of thing.
Interesting.
I mean, there's kind of some dinos, but you're right. That'd be cool. Have like actual dinosaurs.
Just do a dinosaur game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But the open world structure, just in general, I think I'm pretty into it. I think it's gonna work well with Pokemon. You know, just picking and choosing where you want to go and just being able to run around the whole area right away. I think that sounds fun.
How much Arceus did you end up playing?
None. I never even bought it.
Oh, I thought you played a little bit. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Wow. That's not what I expected. All right.
No, well, I mean, because everyone says that game is so focused on catching Pokemon and stuff like that, not so much going into battles and training them up and leveling them up and stuff like that, which is the part I like. I mean, the only part I really like of Pokemon is catching my base, 6 Pokemon, leveling up with them, going through the gyms, become the champion, then I'm done. That's
I'm with you. Yeah. The battling is my favorite part of Pokemon. But what I will say about Arceus is Arceus makes catching way more fun. So trying to take that, making catching fun, but then also better battling, this game should just be marginal.
Yeah, I would hope they could implement some of that into this one.
I hope so. This, like we talked about when this got announced, it really seemed like maybe Game Freak really put all their effort into this game and not into Arceus. Arceus was more of a side project.
Still can't believe we're getting 2 of these this year. I mean, I know Arceus isn't a mainline Pokemon game, but still, it's kind of incredible that we're going to get 2 this year.
Awesome. Like, as a Pokemon fan, love it.
Yeah, like Game of the Year awards, it's going to be crazy when they got to mention both Pokemon Scarlet
like,
and Pokemon Legend Arceus. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to hear people argue for both sides, you know?
Yeah. I guess one last thing we didn't talk about is Terastallizing, which is when the Pokemon turn into crystals. Yeah, I guess we didn't really mention the name. I know we can. I just want to mention the name.
Yeah, I couldn't pronounce the name, so.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw the
that
name.
Great made-up name.
Terastallizing.
You think before the presents went out, they were like, man, we really need to name this thing right now.
Or just call it Crystallizing?
Yeah.
Like an award?
Something simple. No, that'd be too much.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, there you go.
I think that's everything they really showed.
Yeah. Unfortunate Sims isn't here. I know he's a huge Pokemon fan, but I mean, so are you too. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully, I want there to be a good customization for your character, like off the bat. Let me good character customization.
Give me a lot of clothes.
A lot of clothes. Yeah, clothes.
Looks like you get friends now too. I guess we're going back to it, but you get like friends now too. I'm wondering like how deep they go into that. Like, can I just like go and talk to these people and like hang out with them?
They show your rival.
Can I ask Penny to come out with me and go catch some Pokemon or whatever?
No, that's Persona.
No, that's too much. See, when they showed the school, I was like, oh, just do Persona. That'd be badass. Let me go to class.
I mentioned. What about an Atlas-made Pokemon game?
Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be
so good.
Are
you kidding me? Atlas-made Pokemon game? Yeah. That's where it's at.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, but they showed your rival. I forget your rival's name.
Yeah, he seemed too nice again.
No, it was a girl.
It was a girl? I thought it was the guy that, like, they said he was, like, he made food or whatever.
No, that was your other friend, too.
Okay, that was a friend.
But the rival was the first girl that they showed.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm definitely going to play it. Going to pick it up this year. Yeah.
Are you? How long are you going to
terastallize? I'm going to try to ignore that the whole game.
What about you personally? Can you terastallize?
Can I become a crystal? I don't know.
Yeah.
It seemed like Miss Marvel's powers. She shoots out crystals out of her arm. Like, that's all they're doing. Great. It's weird that both Marvel and Pokemon made this up. just out of thin air, you know. Crystal, the power of crystal. All right, next up. Bloomberg reports that a World of Warcraft, I was going to say World at War, World of Warcraft mobile game by Blizzard and NetEase has been canceled. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I think we talked about this story recently in the past couple months.
Did we?
About them making this game.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, this game, I guess, has been in the making for about 3 years or so. And then for them to kind of cancel it, I wonder what that, if it's kind of more Blizzard reorganizing back into normal WoW, maybe.
Yeah, this seems like it would have been a big moneymaker for them too. You know, put this out on mobile, add in a shit ton of microtransactions, and there you go. You know, I know it wasn't supposed to be just like World of Warcraft on mobile. It was more of a side thing. So yeah, I don't think me or you are the biggest World of Warcraft fans, but yeah, nonetheless, there you go. It's canceled.
Yeah, maybe it could have been more PvP focused or something like that. Maybe some battling each other. But it seems like maybe after a lot of the turnaround that Diablo Immortal had, maybe they're like, maybe we don't really want to do this, which is, I guess, a good thing to hear. I mean, when Diablo Immortal first came out, people were like, oh, it's a pretty decent game, and then as people dug into it, it kind of, people were, oh, there's just too much microtransactions in it. I guess if they just were to make a WoW version of that, it could go even worse because people like WoW so much, and WoW's just been beaten up over the past few years. They don't want to keep having it
that
kicked.
Panda expansion, you know, it's just gone down.
No, people like the Panda.
I know, but ever since then, you know, that was the peak, and then.
I don't know if that was the peak.
Yeah, you should have stopped with the pandas, you know. People love the Kung Fu Panda expansion. All right, cool.
It's not.
It's Kung Fu Panda. That's what it was. Jack Black was in it. I was there. Next up, Xbox insiders in Colombia and Ireland are testing a Game Pass Ultimate sharing plan. This just came out, fresh off the press, as they say. Daniel, what are you thinking about this?
So yeah, this is a really cool story. It's nice to see they're doing some sort of family plan. I wonder how they're going to price it and stuff like that, which obviously we're not going to get those details quite yet until they test it more and make sure it all works. Yeah, so it seems like it'll go up to 4 people. Seems to be where they're aiming for their family plan. I know that Nintendo's, I think, goes up to what, 8 or something like that.
Is it 8? Is it that much?
Yeah, or maybe it's 9. Like, there's a lot of people you can get on your.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact number, but I guess they're going with 4, so they probably doing some back end numbers and seeing what they can really realistically do. But yeah, it seems to be Ultimate, which is really cool. You're going to be able to get everything, not just like the standard Game Pass, and that's all you get.
Right.
They're going for the full PC and cloud Ultimate. Yeah, this is cool. Like, I want to hear more. I probably won't do it, but for people that want to take advantage of this be a good deal.
Yeah, I don't even know 4 people personally, so there's no way I could do it. But yeah, this is cool. I wonder how much it would cost. Again, you know, what is Game Pass Ultimate regularly? 15, right?
15, yeah.
What do you think? 25, 30?
Well, if you add 4, that's
I mean, that'd be a lot 60, more. But they have to cut that, right?
Yeah, so that's 60. So you have to think about what
maybe
would be
I'm
a
being
reasonable.
A little nice with 25, 30, but
what would be a reasonable price for that, right?
Yeah.
Like, do they want to cut off like 2 people and make it 30? Like, that's
a deal.
That's a real good price. Maybe 35.
Yeah,
could be a good price for it. It depends on really how much. If you want to even take in how much regular Game Pass is between 4 people, that's 40. So maybe they could get 45, 35, 45.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty reasonable for 4 people.
Definitely, that's a good deal for 4 people.
Yeah,
just need to find 4 people, you know.
Yeah, I don't know 4 people.
Yeah, me neither.
I barely know me.
Who am I? Me and Daniel just go on a deep self-reflection podcast right now.
Whoa,
man, we take shrooms. All right. Yeah, I look forward to that coming to America at some point. Even though I'm not
it's probably going to slow out to bigger countries as they're testing it. So, yeah.
Next up, Anapurna Interactive held their second annual showcase last week, and we gonna go over it.
Yeah, it happened like right during the show last week or right after the show.
Big Anapurna fans here.
Yeah, there's a lot here too.
Annapurna killing the game. First up then, Thirsty Suitors from Outloop Games, who made Falcon Age. They announced a new game called Thirsty Suitors. There you go. An RPG that mixes elements of dating sims and turn-based battles. Also skateboarding mechanics.
This game looked like they threw everything in the kitchen sink.
Cool. You can also assassinate people now.
Haven't we seen this at like PlayStation or Nintendo or something before?
IGN's site is being really weird and not loading images for me, so I have no idea.
Okay. Well, we do know it's coming out everywhere. PC, PlayStation, Switch, and it is coming to Game Pass.
Ooh, which is also on Game Pass.
Really
cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Sweet.
They're very good with relationships with all these guys. I feel like they give something to everyone. You know, they give shit to Nintendo with like Neon White, Stray last week with PlayStation, and then there's a shit ton of games coming to Game Pass with Xbox. Yeah. Very friendly with people is Annapurna.
Yeah, this game looks super cool. You're like battling like I don't know what it was like a conversational battle or what was it? What was happening in this game?
I'm trying to look it up because I cannot. I watched this last week.
Yeah, it was like a turn-based battle system, and you were like battling this guy. I forget his name. It was like Sergey or something like that. You're battling him, and you like called his mom. They called his mom to like beat him or something in the game. I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me.
All right. Well, they called his mom to beat him.
Like, I don't know if your character like used the mom as like a summon, like in Final Fantasy summon or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now. It looks like there's a bunch of 3D ball. It looks like you're dancing to battle each other. Yeah. Okay. So you break dance and battle each other in a turn-based scenario, which is awesome. And it looks like just like a giant music video. It turns into.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks fucking sick.
It's a weird game.
Okay, I'm into this. And then there's skateboarding in the middle. Oh man, all right, never mind. This is game of the year. When does this come out?
Yeah, I forget the date.
Let me see here. There's a free demo out now on Steam. No date.
No date. Okay.
No release date as of yet.
I think it's still this year, right?
It doesn't even say 2022. At least IGN's article doesn't say that. But there's a demo out on Steam now, so you can go check that out. Next then, a new project from the creators of Kentucky Route Zero.
You missed one.
I know, I skipped over Heinz. I'll go back to that because I saw the Kentucky Route Zero picture and I got excited.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, new game from them, new project from them. What's their name?
Cardboard Computer.
Cardboard Computer. There you go.
Cool name.
Great name. Love a unique studio name.
You know? They didn't show much. They kind of showed them kind of talking, which I like this kind of stuff. I really appreciated their type of showcase, even with their first one they did last year. Just super cool. You just get people just actually making the game. You get real people. I always love supporting indies, so it was really nice to see a lot of these devs.
I think this is a really good showcase to just let your developers talk too, because if you're watching the Annapurna Interactive Showcase, you're a hardcore video game fan and you're going to be interested in that type of stuff. It's not like Xbox or PlayStation's big E3 press conference where you get a bunch of casuals watching. It's, Annapurna is for like real hardcore video game fans. So yeah, I think it's a good spot to do stuff like that.
Yeah, the really only game part they showed was they got one of the devs. He was showing this like facial capture that he was doing. It was like real-time facial capture. It looked really cool, and they were doing it with a dog on his computer. So it was showing him, I think he was using a phone or something, and it was capturing in real time, and then the dog would do the same mouth movements and stuff.
Interesting. That's cool.
So we at least know there's another dog in the game.
Yeah. Is his name Blue again?
That's what I named my dog in Kentucky Route Zero.
Yeah, I forget the other options, but yeah, very cool. These are definitely a studio to keep an eye on. So
yeah, hopefully it doesn't take them 10 years to make.
I was about to say, it's like I'm sure this game is pretty far out still, but nonetheless, take your time.
Yeah.
Then we'll go back to this one. Hindsight, from the creator of the Elegant Tree Civilization Puzzle Prune. There you go. Cultivation. My bad.
I don't know what that game is.
Yeah, I don't know what this game is either. But no release date. Got a brand new trailer though.
Yeah. No, there is a release date. August 4th.
Oh, August 4th. There you go. Okay. Great.
So it's out now. Let's today the 4th. Yes, as we are recording, it is out today. It's coming to iOS, which I found. The fact that it was coming to mobile seems interesting to me. But this game looked pretty cool. You like playing the whole life of this lady, right? Is that was this game? I'm pretty sure.
I'm pulling up the trailer right now.
It seemed like you started like it showed like a young version of her and an old version of her, and it looked like you're playing her whole life. I don't know how the story is actually set up, but
okay,
seemed interesting.
Yeah, looks like you're playing in a bunch of different perspectives too. There's like a top-down part, and yeah, looks like you are just going through your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Seemed cool.
So that seemed cool. Yeah, one of those games that's definitely gonna rely on its story. So see how that is. I wonder how reviews are going for it.
Yeah, I'll have to look after this.
Yeah, very cool. Next up then, Bounty Star, The Morris Tale of Graveyard Clem. Okay, great name.
That's like a that is like a Western.
Yeah, coming out to PlayStation, PC, and Game Pass sometime next year.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, cool. This game I thought looked interesting, but the fact that it's coming to Game Pass is cool.
Yarn Owl development update. Let me see. Texas and Georgia-based studio Yarn Owl popped in for a segment to talk about the studio's founding, and it's drawing inspiration from The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Oh, did we see a little bit of this game?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Another top-down Zelda-like coming out sometime. Then next up, got another update on Outer Wilds, looks like.
Mm-hmm. I think it's getting like 60 FPS. I don't know if it's getting 4K though.
Outer Wilds is getting a 60 FPS update for Xbox Series X, S, and PS5. The update is free and it lands on September 15th.
Yeah, cool. No 4K, but getting 60 FPS is awesome. It's still a game I want to play and beat.
Yeah,
it's probably up my alley, but
is it though? I don't. Maybe you, but I'm just not much of a survival game fan, you know.
But I don't think it's a survival game.
Isn't it? I don't know. I guess I've played it for like 30 minutes, and it seems very survival-like. But
it just has that like loop.
I've heard it gets way better once you like get off the first world. Once you fix your ship and like get off the first world. So yeah. At some point, I'd like to do that too.
I played for not a long time. I didn't even really give it much of a go, and I just got to the ship and tried to fly, and then I think something else was out around when I was playing it, so I kind of stopped. But I remember not really liking the ship, how it flew, but I can always get used to it. I would like to go back and try to play it, though.
Yeah, definitely. One of those, gotta go back and try again.
Yeah.
Next up, The Pathless, Maquette, and Solar Ash are coming to Xbox Game Pass on December 6th. Also coming to Switch, I believe on the same day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or just says Switch awesome. This winter. Game Pass December 6th. So there you go. Those are all coming out. Those were all... I think they were all PlayStation exclusives. They might have been on Steam as well, but timed exclusive for PlayStation.
Well, the Pathless actually had a mobile version.
Did it really?
You remember that? Do you remember it when it came out?
Shocking it could run on mobile.
Yeah, I know it had a mobile version. Because I remember people talking about the game and how like you would like shoot the thing to like keep moving, and it was so cool on mobile. You just like tap.
Oh, you just press it to keep moving. Oh,
yeah,
interesting. That does sound kind of cool. Yeah, I played through the Pathless. Not my favorite. Didn't love it, but I liked it.
It didn't vibe with me. I dropped it.
Yeah,
I was excited for it.
You played Maquette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Maquette last year.
Cool.
Was it last year? It was like beginning of last year, I think.
I think so. Yeah. And then I don't think either of us have touched Solar Ash.
I have not.
Yeah, I haven't either. Maybe I will like on Game Pass December 6th. So.
Yeah, I would like to play Hyper Light Drifter as well. Actually,
is Solar Ash is the sequel to that or whatever the spiritual successor?
No, because they announced a Hyper Light, whatever the actual.
Oh sequel. Yeah, and then that's the one that's 3D.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
This was like a side project. I think they were just working on.
Gotcha. But very cool. All these coming to Game Pass. These are great games. So. Next up, then, What Remains of Edith Finch got a Xbox Series X and PS5 upgrade. It's now 4K and runs at 60 FPS. I downloaded it. I love this game. It's one of my favorite games ever.
I know. So good.
Yeah, I love this game. And I don't know if I'm going to play it again. I just downloaded it because I was like, oh, it's there. Cool. But
I was looking 4K.
I booted it up for like a second. It looks great. Know, about as good as I remember it. You know, it's not like that game needs to like look that great anyways. But yeah, very cool. Love this game. Everyone should play this.
Definitely.
Next up, then, Forever Ago, a new game from a German studio. I'm trying to read over this.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember this one.
It's a story-driven road trip adventure about an elderly man who embarks on a journey in his van. Okay, great. Traveling across different landscapes in North America and taking photos as he goes.
Okay. Yes, I remember hearing about this.
Okay.
Didn't it have his like grandchildren in it as well, or something?
Trailer's not loading, but yeah.
Yeah, this one. This is a sad. It's gonna be a sad game.
Yeah,
I can
one
tell
of
already.
those.
This is gonna be like that journal or whatever. What is he? Yeah, he's writing in a. Is he writing down stuff or something? Oh, he's taking pictures. There's gonna be like a collage of these pictures, and like these grandkids are gonna be like looking at their grandfather's like.
That's it. They'll close it and like that was your grandpa, and they're over his grave. Yeah. Anapurnis, you can guarantee their game's sad at the end. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, this no release date or anything on this, but it is coming to Game Pass as well, and then PlayStation at a later date. It says. What is this name, Daniel?
Which one? Flock?
No, that's one I'm missing. I can read that one. Flock, Gather Your Friends was up next. That is also coming to Game Pass, PC, Steam, and PlayStation at a later date.
Yeah, the funny thing, do you remember the original Flock? There was Flock with like an exclamation point. There's Flock 1 and 2.
No, what was that?
On 360.
Ooh.
Do you not remember this game?
No.
So the original Flock, this is completely different, but the first Flock games, you played like a UFO, and then you were trying to like guide animals to like a path to get to the end of the level.
It's time.
Do you not remember this game?
No.
I think they were like arcade games.
This was like
Xbox
a
Live
really arcade game too.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
They were like 360 games.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
But this game looks weird.
Cool art style.
Looks
like Bug Snacks. It looks exactly like.
We're gonna call them Bug Snacks likes.
Yeah, it looks like Bug Snacks mixed with flour.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right, cool. Next up, then the one I can't read. What is
you want me to read that one?
Yeah.
Hohokum.
Hohokum. Wow, hard name. Hohokum. What's this?
Yinglet? I've never heard of that game.
Yinglet and Kirby to the Rainbow Course had an adorable child. Okay, that's what it looks like. It looks like Yinglet and Kirby had sex. That's it. that's it. Okay, cool. It's
this was a weird
Honey Slug. Yeah, it looks like Charlie Brown.
Very weird looking game.
All right, cool. Next up, Uvela. Go with that. This is by the Katamari guy, right?
Yeah, I think he was. I don't know if it's like is it the main Katamari guy, or is this like the art director or something? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, it might just be the art director.
Yeah, because I think he was also the art director of Wadum, which is that weird like
Wadum.
Game. Yeah,
that sounds.
It was like barely a game. It wasn't. Yeah, that's Temtem. This was like a weird like collection of. It was definitely like collecting things or something weird. This game looked. I don't think we actually saw much, right, of this thing?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they just talked about this one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next one then. Dreamfeel got a developer update.
Yeah, I don't remember this one either. Oh, I wanted to play If Found. So this is developer of If Found. I think the game came out last year.
Interesting. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I think it might have been a PC only game. But I remember hearing during MinMax and Giant Bomb's like Game of the Year discussions talking about If Found, it being a really good game. Yeah, I never got to play it. I need to get a gaming PC so I can play the nerd games.
That's too much.
Wait, do I want to be a nerd?
Yeah, you can't do that. You don't want to be a nerd. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. What was this game about? Hey, no, I just had a good thing. We learned this next game will take place in a fantasy version of Ireland, and all characters are cats. Sounds great.
Was that this game? Dreamfield?
At the core, the idea is the phrase, everything drowned will someday rise from the deep.
Cool. I loved the showing of this game. Now you put it in my head, I remember.
I had to mention the cats. Showing, that was it.
Instead of doing a demo, they were showing like little collages they were doing all over the walls, stuff like that. I really liked how they showed off this game. I forgot about that.
I like cats, so I'm into it.
Yeah, except for Stray.
Yeah, well, that game. Even cats couldn't save that game. You know?
Not that.
Even cats couldn't save that game.
It's funny. I was listening to Gersman's episode last week, and he hated that game more than we did.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah, I think he beat it, and he just did not like it.
A lot of people don't like it. Like a lot of people don't like it. Colin Moriarty didn't like it really. Yeah, it did score really high.
Maybe I thought we were in the minority. Maybe it's a little more split.
No, it is pretty split. It reminds me of fuck, I can't think of it. There was a game recently that came out and people were like, eh. But a lot of people liked it. Whatever. The last thing they showed then is The Lost Wild. This is by Great Ape Games. What did they make?
I don't remember.
Great Ape did they make that gorilla game?
You're talking about Ape Out. I don't think that they made Ape Out.
They didn't make Ape Out? Okay.
I don't think so.
That's probably just their name.
Yeah, what was this? What was The Lost Wild? Remind me of this.
The Lost Wild, let me see.
Oh, this was that dinosaur game. That's right.
This Lost Wild appears to be some sort of survival horror game featuring dinosaurs. There you go. Lots and lots of dinosaurs. We get a look at a first-person view of a dense jungle full of dinos and a scared player character consulting a compass. There seem to be some serious Jurassic Park vibes throughout. Okay, cool.
Yeah, remember at the end of the trailer, this dinosaur was just walking by, doing nothing, and the person like flashed a light, and then the dinosaur turned and killed him.
Fucking stupid. Dinosaurs.
No, it was the person was stupid. Why'd you flash a light?
Yeah, don't flash a light at a dinosaur. That's a good point.
Idiot. Yeah, I remember this dino game. Yeah, I mean, this seems cool. I like dinos. So.
I'm trying to see what else Great Ape Games have made. Might be just this dinosaur game.
Go to their Wikipedia page.
They don't have one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't exist.
Yeah, this might be their first game.
Yeah. Could be.
Looks beautiful though.
It seemed cool.
Yeah.
They should have to see more.
I like the graphics. They look great. Cool. I'm into it though. Scary dinosaur game. It's what Capcom should have got on Dino Crisis. Yeah, it's a good point. Good point. I do like scary games though.
But did you play The Forest?
I did, and I hated it.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know if you. The Forest is a cool game. I watched Achievement Hunter play the whole game. That is a really cool game.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. The monsters in that game were really cool though.
Freaky.
Yeah. It was scary.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That was the Anapurnis Showcase. Very cool, Annapurna. Keep doing these.
Yeah, I love them. I love these little showcases. I love how they even do the map, like wherever the dev is, they'll like zoom in. Oh, it's a Pittsburgh or what, wherever
in
California.
On Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you know? It's a pile of shit.
What's wrong with Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh sucks, bro. Go drive through Pittsburgh. Tell me it don't smell like shit.
My dad's side of the family's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
So I was forced to be a Steeler fan.
I'm
a Steeler fan.
That's horrible. I used to live in Harrisburg, which is that near Pittsburgh.
Well, technically they live right outside, but right next to Pittsburgh.
Oh, is it? Okay.
They're from McKeesport, which is somewhere around there.
Interesting, yeah. Don't drive through Pittsburgh, though. Horrible.
I'd like to go to Pittsburgh. It seems like a cool city.
Don't go to Pittsburgh. Next up.
Okay.
We are not fans of Pittsburgh on this show, all right?
I don't say we.
No, I'm at you. God damn it.
Don't say we.
If you're from Pittsburgh and you're fucking watching this, you turn this shit off right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't endorse this. 8.
Next up, rumors of the next Tomb Raider game have surfaced. Viva ya boy, Colin Moriarty. He got a hold of part of a script for the game. Allegedly, let's just say. This is all very rumors and whatnot. I'm starting to think Colin just wrote this himself.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, on Sacred Symbols, he also shared that the game will see an older and more experienced version of Lara Croft leading a team of treasure hunters on some sort of adventure. Not entirely sure what was going on there. But yeah, Daniel, nonetheless, we've gotten confirmation that there is another Tomb Raider game being made. So we already know that this is in development over at Crystal Dynamics. Mm-hmm. And this is apparently part of the script.
Yes. Interesting. I mean, I want more Lara Croft games, so...
Yeah. They did a hilarious read off of the script on Sacred Symbols. People should go check that out if you haven't, because it was very funny. But, yeah, it's very cool. I mean, obviously they're going to make another Tomb Raider game. It's a little odd to me that we're not just going to have the same Lara Croft that has been established in the newer Tomb Raider games.
It might be.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know, but apparently they're recasting her. They're looking for an actress to play Lara Croft. Yeah, they said they're looking for a
I forgot about that.
Middle-aged British woman to do that. Yeah. So it seems like they're recasting her. I don't know why you would do that, because it's like this Lara Croft that we've had for the last decade now has been through enough adventures to call herself a veteran, so it's like you could just easily bring that over. I don't know why you wouldn't, but
if I remember correctly as well, a lot of the talk around the new game was they were going to kind of reincorporate everything, right?
Yeah, there was those rumors a while ago that it was going to be like it almost sounded like a Spider-Man No Way Home type of thing where fucking all the different
I don't know about that.
I remember reading those rumors though, being like, that's what it sounds like.
I just took it as they were gonna make a new canon, but incorporate every game that kind of had.
How cool would it be if Doctor Strange just pops up and he just fucking circles in 3 different Lara Crofts? That'd be fun. Stop right there, Dormammu. But no, this is gonna be cool. I think we're far out from this. I know they're making this in Unreal Engine 4 now. We got that confirmation a little while ago.
You mean 5?
5, yeah. Sorry, I can't count. Who knows where we're at with Unreal Engine now. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hopefully, they actually talk about it. Give me actual information
at some point. They're probably so far out. Like, I gotta imagine this game's still like 2025 at the earliest, something like that.
Yeah.
So we probably won't get any actual details for a while. Weird Colin got a hold of a script, but yeah. I suppose that a script would be kind of easy to get a hold of, though, is because there has to be actors and actresses trying out for these things, right? Which means they have to get a hold of part of the script.
But that would only be select scenes probably, and it'd probably renamed things.
Yeah,
things like that.
Yeah, maybe they just don't know what they're working on or trying out for. Yeah. It's just odd that he got a hold of one. You would think scripts would leak more often, very early.
I mean, there's a lot of writers, right? Yeah. Like, there's probably a lot of versions of it out there. But
do you remember when the Fallout 4 script leaked way before that game came out? Must have been like 2011, 2012. And like people didn't believe it. But then the game came out and it was like, no, it was all there. Like the entire plot of that game got leaked like 4 years before the game came out.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was crazy. And like no one really believed that was it. Like, because I think we had confirmation that the next one was going to be set in Boston. So I think everyone just thought like, oh, someone just made up some bullshit story about a Fallout game set in Boston. But it was like, nope, it was all there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I do remember the Boston was leaked real early.
Yeah. All right, cool. Next up then, Project L, the fighting game by Riot Games, is confirmed to be free to play, and Riot Games promises more news to come before the end of the year.
Yeah, and they talked about a new character, Ilusha, which or no, I'm sorry, not Ilusha. What did I say? Alawi. I don't know why I said Ilusha. I'm thinking of a
Ilusha, Alawi, same thing.
Alawi. Well, if you remember, I played Ruined King last year. Yeah. That RPG.
Yeah.
She was basically the main character of that game. Alawi. She has this like lantern that like has like tentacles that can come out, like these kind of like eldritchy beings, and she can like summon these eldritchy like ghostly tentacles and stuff. She's super cool. But they kind of announced her. She's gonna be a playable fighter. They didn't really show any gameplay of her, but they did show a little bit of footage again. They showed off like Echo and Jinx from Arcane. If you watch Arcane, you know who those two are.
Hell
yeah. I'm excited for this. I don't like hearing it's a free-to-play fighter. I don't like hearing it. Just another thing I don't want to hear. But they are saying like they don't they're being mindful of the money and microtransactions and stuff. So hopefully it's
if you're gonna make a free to play fighter, you need to give me a good baseline of characters that are in the game just there. You know what I mean? Don't make me buy every character. I forget what it was. I think it was that Killer Instinct game in like early Xbox One where like,
that was a launch game.
All you had was like the wolf guy and like maybe like one other, and then you had to buy the rest. And it's like, I could see that just because it is a free to play game, but at the same time, I would need like at least like 6 characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also don't like even what I know other games do this, but right now Multiverses is doing like if you're just using the free to play version, it's just a rotation every week of the different characters.
Oh,
it's
really?
Maybe it's not the same.
Use the ones that are rotating.
Yeah.
That
I
sucks.
hate that's stupid.
Yeah,
don't like
that sounds awful. Yeah.
Don't do that with this game. Yeah. Do not have like I could play as Alawi one week and I'm just trying to get used to her, and then the next week, guess what? She's out of the rotation for the week. Play someone else. No.
Yeah, that's
stupid.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
Then you get good with that character too, and then you learn that.
They just want you to buy it.
And then yeah, exactly. Ridiculous. And at that point, it's just like charge for the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's
give me
point.
Everything. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. I'll download this, check it out. Why not? Any fighting game, I'm down to check out, play a couple rounds. So
yeah.
Except then. Oh, actually, that's it. That's it for the news. We did it. Good job, everybody.
We did it.
Mostly me. Actually, we'll add in this real quick. I don't have it on me, but there is a rumor of EA. After last week, Jeff Grubb confirmed that EA is working on a Black Panther game, and he's now saying that EA has a second single-player Marvel game in the works. And then Tom Henderson chimed in, and he said he heard it's an Iron Man game, but take that with a grain of salt, because that's all he's heard. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Daniel.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, Iron Man is I think a good character to do. A video game, you can upgrade his suit and get attachments and all different types of repulsor blasts and whatever. Also, being able to fly around a city is just fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can make it fun, right?
Well, is this where EA finally puts Anthem's flying mechanics to good use? You know. And
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Because that's exactly. I mean, you play Anthem, and the only good part about it was the flying, right? And it's like
some of the combat. I think
the combat wasn't bad either, but it's just that was like the coolest part about it was that flying, right? Like the flying was fucking awesome, and if you could take that and put it in an Iron Man game, because that's exactly what everyone thought, anyways. Why not? That sounds like money to me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I would like more information, like who, because at least with the Black Panther thing, Rob came out and was like, oh yeah, there's this new studio's doing it.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be another new studio. You know, I gotta think it's one of EA's studios working on the Iron Man game.
Could be, yeah. I don't know who else they have that's free.
Yeah, I don't know right now, because I mean, clearly wouldn't. I mean, the Anthem was made by BioWare, so they're not.
Both BioWare studios are.
Yeah, it's super busy. I don't think they would ever.
Is there a third BioWare studio?
I think there is, but like I think that one's just more for support, because I know there's BioWare Austin, and there's one in Canada, right?
Yeah, it's Edmonton,
and then I think there is a third one in somewhere. Maybe not, but I think that one's just more of a sports studio, anyways. Regardless, though, I couldn't see BioWare working on a Marvel game when they have Dragon Age, Mass Effect, etc., and they're super busy with both of those.
You know, and then we're gonna get Anthem too. Why would they do anything else?
Yeah. Oh God, please fucking don't kill me. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else could be there. Respawn, maybe. I don't know if they would want to take a crack at a Marvel game as well.
I mean, it could be one of the other studios Vince is doing, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
DICE seems very busy with Battlefield. They seem like they're moving forward.
I know there's multiple DICE studios though.
Yeah, so maybe one of the DICE studios would go there. I would have said the Dead Space guys, but they're gone. So you know, that won't work. Maybe it's what's the Dead Space remake team? The what's their name?
I don't know their studio name.
They made that Star Wars Squadron too.
Oh, Motive.
You got Motive. There you go.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
EA Motive.
EA Motive. Maybe it's them. I mean, maybe they're in pre-production on this after the
Dead
Space remake.
Super connected to Star Wars, but
I could see them doing that.
Could
though.
branch out,
I could see it. You know, it wouldn't be the biggest stretch to think that. I would just I think we were all hoping that after they make this Dead Space remake, it would be successful, and then they would make another Dead Space game, like a new one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the hope there. So maybe it's not them, but yeah, who knows? EA's got a lot of studios too, so and maybe they are just making another new studio.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have the money just to open something.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. But yeah, nonetheless, sounds cool. What would you want it to be if not Iron Man?
From EA?
Yeah.
Particularly? Interesting. Let me think. I'm trying to think of like who we have in the MCU right now that I think would be fun to play. How about give me a Winter Soldier game?
Ooh, I like that.
We have like some third-person shooting.
Is he Cap? Like, does he have the shield?
No, he has his arm, but he has a gun in his arm. So you're doing some shooting, third-person shooting. You do some cool punching and stuff. He's also like a super soldier, so you jump and run high and stuff like that. Open world, or it doesn't even need to be necessarily open world, but maybe
if the Black Panthers want open world, I'd like whatever this is to be linear. But yeah.
Winter Soldier would be cool.
Winter Soldier would be cool.
Could be a darker game.
Yeah, I think anyone would be cool, man. Like, there's so many characters we don't have games of. Like we have so many Spider-Man games and Batman games. I don't know, it's DC, but you know what I mean.
X-Men games.
Yeah, X-Men games. It's like we could really branch out here, especially with how popular these characters are nowadays. Because when me and you were kids, like Captain America, Iron Man, they weren't really that popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just X-Men.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't really give a fuck about any of them, and it was just X-Men and Spider-Man. And nowadays you can do. I mean, they're making a fucking Black Panther game. You know how obscure of a character Black Panther was like a decade ago? No one ever heard of fucking Black Panther, so. Yeah, I would like anything. Doctor Strange is like the main one.
Doctor Strange is super
that I want, but like I don't know if I want EA making that. It's like I really want Remedy to make that. So
yeah,
I feel like that's just perfect. But yeah, Doctor Strange would be my pick, but not under EA.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cool characters that have cool powers. I just don't know.
Blade. Maybe it's Respawn and they're taking over their Jedi Fallen Order knowledge into Blade. I'm just trying to think of something with a sword now.
After Jedi Fallen Order, that team, Dig and that team.
On Blade, yeah. They were quick too, so.
Or Gambit or something.
Gambit would be badass, yeah. I would love that. This fucking cards. Fucking Gambit.
Yeah, you just throw in cards.
I just love that that's a superpower. He lights cards.
Here's my
fire,
ace.
Throws it on people. Like, all right, Gambit, calm down, buddy. All right, Daniel. That's gonna do it for the news. We'll now move on to what we've been playing. I'll start. I've been playing. What have I been playing? I've been just jumping around to different shit. Not really much new out right now. What did I play? I beat Fallout 3, the Pit DLC. Recently,
okay.
I've been kind of chugging along on that
all
year.
Bouncing back to that game. Man.
Yeah, I keep going back to it. I'm having fun with it. The Pit DLC, one of my favorite DLCs from Fallout 3. It's you go to Pittsburgh. This is what I'm talking about. Pittsburgh, you shitty fucking city.
It's an apocalypse.
This is why I just shit on Pittsburgh so much. Well, not only that, you go here, right, and it's just a town full of slaves. There's a hierarchy there, and there's a bunch of people that own a bunch of slaves, and they make them work, and they make them dig up a bunch of steel or whatever the fuck you're doing there. And that's the Pit pretty much. But it's a cool story nonetheless. You like sort of like overtaking the government there, the government system they have there, and freeing the slaves type of thing. Yeah, a rebellion type of story. And it's very cool when you dig in there. You get to know a bunch of different characters and stuff like that. It's a fun little DLC, and they got some really weird monsters in there. It's like the people like deformed into these weird like demon looking things, and there's like a part of the city that no one goes in, but you have to go there of course at some point and then fight these things. And yeah, it's a cool DLC. I'm kind of chugging along through all the different DLCs in Fallout 3. So
you beat the main game already?
Yeah, beat that a little while ago now. And then you do Broken Steel, because Broken Steel's the DLC that continues after the ending of Fallout 3. It like fixes the ending, because the Fallout 3 original ending is garbage, so that one's very cool. And that also raises your level cap and stuff like that. You get to go up to level 30 now instead of 20, and different stuff like that, so that's cool. Gonna continue with more Fallout 3. I still got Point Lookout on deck, which is the big new map DLC that Bethesda typically does. So yeah, into that. And then I played through all of Fight Night Champion, which is the Fight Night game with the story. So I've been watching Rocky because Kind of Funny's doing Rocky in review, and then I was just like, I want to play a boxing game. So I booted up Fight Night Champion. That's on Game Pass, which is really convenient. Fight Night Champion I played through with a friend back when it first came out. I think this was like 2011, and we never beat it. But we got to the final boss. It's very short. It's only like 3 or 4 hours, the whole campaign. But
it's really as a created character?
No. So there's a set character. His name's Andre Bishop, and it's a really cinematic story, actually. Like, it's kind of surprising EA did this in one of their sports games, because I haven't seen it in any others. I really wish they would do this type of thing in a UFC game, because I'd be super into that. But no, you play as a guy named Andre Bishop, and you're like working your way up through the ranks, and then slight spoilers, I guess, he gets sent to jail because this manager who he didn't want to work with frames him. Like, he like hires a cop to like plant a gun on Andre, and then Andre gets sent to jail. Yeah, and then you're in jail for forever. You have to do like fights in jail, right?
Of course you do.
Yeah, of course you do. And stuff like that. And then like it's like your brother raises up the ranks while you're in jail type thing. But then there's this guy that like Andre competed with in the amateur circuit, and like he's the champ now. And then he like fucks up your brother when and then you get out of jail, and you're like, oh, okay, revenge. I gotta go after this guy. But you also have to fight your brother at one point too.
Just family rivalry
through the ranks, yeah, which is a cool fight. One thing it does that's kind of annoying but like cool at the same time is some of the fights will be like your right hand broke. So you can't use your right hand that much. It'll be like like a thing will come up like 0 out of 10 in the corner, right? And it'll be like, you can only use your right hand 10 times, because if you use it more than that, you're gonna get TKO'd, and because your hand's gonna be broken. And then there's like another one where you get like a cut over your eye, and it's like you can't let him hit your right eye more than like 15 times for the rest of the fight. And it's like, okay, you have to win the fight that way.
I like little things like this.
I like it, but it's kind of like, I wish you didn't give me the limit, or like just make me figure that out myself, you know, without like telling me directly, you know, because it's like then I would have to actually like think through these boxing matches. That would have been cool. It's funny too, because like a random round will stop, and then it'll transition to a cutscene, and then your coach will be like, you gotta cut over that right eye, you gotta block that shit, man. And it's like, okay, I get you, man. And then so I get through all these contenders, and then I'm fighting the champion. In this championship fight, man, this is where me and my friend got to, and we never beat him, and he was hard as fuck. They upped the difficulty so much on this guy, it's insane. So the first 2 rounds with this guy, his name's Isaac Frost, by the way, which is a badass name.
That's a cool name.
That's a cool name, made up name. He definitely had a different name he was born with. But first 2 rounds, you just have to defend. You can't do anything. You can't, and there's no like, you can't knock him out. You can't like catch him with something and then knock him out or anything, because it's fixed. It won't let you finish him in any way. So it's like first 2 rounds, you just have to defend. You have to run away the whole time, and this dude's just throwing haymakers at you for the first 2 rounds. It's crazy. He touches you with a jab, you're going down. You're going down. You get the 10 count. It's insane.
Is this man Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat? Do you remember that fight? MK9?
No.
The MK9 fight? Unreal. It took hours.
Was that the first reboot of Mortal Kombat?
The first reboot.
I see. That's the one I missed. I didn't get to play that one yet.
Shao Kahn was so stupid.
Interesting. Yeah. And then the next 3 rounds, it's just, you got to hit him in the body 75 times throughout the next 3 rounds. And it's like, that's the only thing you could do. You just got to get in there. You got to weave in and out, hit him in the body. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, let me just get 25 this round, 25 the next round, because it's so hard. Because again, he hits you with a fucking jab, you're going down. You know, you're getting another 10 count, and you only get 3 knockdowns per round, right? And then each knockdown in Fight Night, if you never played Fight Night, it gets progressively harder to get back up each time you get knocked down. So it's like, I get knocked down 2 times in one round. The next time I get knocked down in the next round, it's gonna be so hard to get back up. So you better not get knocked down at all. So anyways, I get past that, and then I'm like, okay, this has got to be done now. We're in like round 6 at this point. They can't throw anything else at me. I got to be able to just knock them out at this point. Nope. You got to cut over your eye. And then your coach is like, don't let him fucking hit your eye. And then you only get 8 with him. You only get 8 shots at that. And I'm like, oh my God. And he can hit through your guard so easily too. Where like, it's just like one jab, and then he'll come back with a right hand and just, it was such a process. But I did finally beat him after round 8. then you can just go for it. And then it's like, all right, go knock him the fuck out. And it's a hype moment too, because it's like they completely copy Mick from Rocky with the coach. He's just like some old short white guy. And you get back after round 8 and it's like, he's tired. Look at him. Go fucking get him. And I'm like,
that's a Rocky moment.
I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's get him. And then, round 10, I knocked them out. I was like, yeah, let's go. Fuck you, Isaac. One of the harder boss fights I've seen in a fighting game. But yeah, I did it.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Enjoyable game.
Fight Night.
They are.
Never really played a bunch, but bring Fight Night.
I love Fight Night, man. I love the way it controls. It's a very good game.
Yeah, I think I played 3.
3 was great. 3 was good. 4 was great. 4 was early 360 game. I used to play the shit out of that game. I love that game. But yeah, I think they are bringing back Fight Night though after the next UFC game.
They're doing UFC 5 and then
Fight Night? UFC 5 will be next year, and then I think they're working on Fight Night game right after that. Mm-hmm. They should get 2 separate teams because I don't see why both of those couldn't coexist. You know, it's it's
do it every other year, right?
Yeah, every other year that would work fine. Be very cool. But yeah, that's really all I've been playing. I don't know what I'm gonna play next. Still eyeing up Disco Elysium. I'm like, every time I see that game, I'm like, someday I'll be into that enough. Really looking forward to Roller Drum though. That Cult of Lamb game looks cool. Coming out next week sometime. There's another game.
Yakuza.
Yeah, I gotta get back into Yakuza. You're right. Yeah. There was another game that just got announced for August. What the hell was it? That what was it called? We Are OKFC or whatever?
Oh yeah, we are OFK.
OFK. Yeah. August 18th. Looking forward to that too. So
finally got a date for that game. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Cool. Yeah, I guess you play like an EP, and it's like 5 episodes for the 5 songs or something like that.
Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to be for each of the songs and stuff. But yeah, the game looks cool.
Looking forward to that one then. What have you been playing then?
So I downloaded a game, haven't started it yet, that you sent to me, which was Frogun.
I haven't started it yet either. Yeah.
Yeah, I have not started. We could start it this weekend, and we could both talk about it next week. But
yeah, I guess that's what I'll play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Frogun? I was gonna say Frog on.
I think it's Frogun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed 2 G's.
They needed 2 G's.
Yeah.
2 G's, or made it 2 words or something.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing. But yeah, that game looks really cool. I'm gonna start that this weekend. But I've been shipping at Persona 5.
Yeah.
I beat Size Palace, so that was that new palace, and I am now kind of full circle. So in the very beginning of the game, you get that cutscene of you escaping this thing and get caught by the police. I have gone back to where that scene is. And now I am only in the future.
Wow, you're there, huh?
So I am in a palace right now.
Gotcha.
I think that's the final palace.
Okay, cool.
I assume it is. So I am only in the future stuff. I am not retelling the story to this person like most of the game is.
Gotcha.
I am only in the present now.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm getting there. I think
someone got there. It's shocking. I didn't know there was an ending.
The game doesn't end. It doesn't end. It will
I guess you don't know yet. I guess you don't know. Yeah.
It's gonna go on forever. I think I'm like 79 hours, almost 80 hours in now.
Jesus.
I mean, this is like the second 80+ hour game I've played this year.
What, Elden Ring? Other one?
Elden Ring was the other one. I think I put 84, 85 hours into that game.
Yeah.
And then this game, we'll see how much. I'd probably be 100.
Yeah, I probably will.
I mean, if I'm in the final palace, I probably got 10 more hours, maybe.
Yeah, maybe credits just roll after the palace, so yeah, maybe not too much longer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long this palace is going to be, so.
Any interest in playing that Strikers game after?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I know that it's not technically canon, so with that,
it isn't?
Well, it's a different studio. It's not even Atlas.
Sure. I thought it was still canon, but...
No, I think it's the same thing with the Zelda and the Fire Emblem thing.
Yeah.
Where it's not technically canon, but it is using the characters and stuff.
Gotcha.
But I have the game because it was a PlayStation Plus game. I remember grabbing that. So I have it in my library, but I don't know. I'm not really into the Muso games, but I know that they take some Persona stuff.
That just sounded cool to me because they continue the Persona 5 story. But if it's not canon, I wouldn't be interested in it either.
Yeah, that's why I'm like a little iffy on it.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I want to beat this game. I plan to beat this game before. My goal was to beat it before Saints Row. I think I got like 3 weeks or so.
There's actually another 6 dungeons.
Oh my god, that's what Sloan told me. I told him like he said you saying you're towards the end for like a month now, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
I know. I have been.
I have been saying that. I know. I think I am now. Now that I know, I am kind of where the beginning of the game is. That's where I am now. So, or I'm past that. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I've been playing. Just trying to grind Persona. It's such a long game, but it's just a gift that keeps giving. It's so good.
You'll never see it coming.
Someone had to say it.
Okay, cool. Daniel, we're not going to move on to the game.
Cool.
What is the game? What are we playing
All right. When Daddy's away, the boys will play.
Yeah.
We are going to play another tier maker, and I have a fun one. I hinted at it before we started. What have I been playing this year?
Persona.
A lot of it.
Persona.
No, it's something that we both have in common now. We both love now.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
We're gonna rank the Kingdom Hearts games.
The Kingdom Hearts games. Yeah.
All right.
So I think pretty much all the ones I've played. There isn't like the 2.8 or whatever.
Yeah.
Then there's this one on this list that I don't know what it is. It's like the Key.
Oh,
I think it's a mobile game.
It's a PC game. It's like a browser game. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to rank that though.
No, okay. I've never played it. I've gotten the story of it though, which is it's really weird how important the story in that actually is.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna rank. We'll rank them in order because they do actually have them in order here.
Dope.
So with this tier list that I have here, I'd like to use as much of it as we can because it goes from S, A, B, C, D, F. So it has
there's one I'll put below F, so don't worry, we'll use it.
I mean, it'll just be F.
No, we're going below.
So we got the first very simple, very clean game. Kingdom Hearts 1.
Nice. Kingdom Hearts 1. It's my favorite game of all time, so I mean, gonna be hard to argue anything else but S for me. But yeah.
I would only argue it to be lower because I think that there are 2 games that I think that are better than it.
Sure. I totally recognize that there are better games in the series than Kingdom Hearts 1. However, Kingdom Hearts 1 is
the iconic status.
Yeah, it started it all. It's iconic. Just the vibe of Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't feel like they've ever really captured again. There's just something about it.
Sure.
The 3 kids starting off, childlike wonder. It's like a dream, 3 kids starting off on an island, and then all of a sudden these weird demons pop out of nowhere, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Then he has a key for a sword. It's just it's so weird in all the right ways, though. Kingdom Hearts 1, and
this game was from an era. Even in 2022, I can feel the 20 years ago vibe.
Yeah,
like I was there. I feel that vibe.
Like I remember watching Disney Channel at some point, just seeing this game and just being like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like 5 years old at this point, and it's just like still to this day I play it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But no, I love this game. It's so cool. Just like it was just such a cool idea. You're just playing as Final Fantasy characters, going around, jumping in all these different Disney worlds and stuff like that. It's very good. I would put it in S personally, but
we can put it at S. Okay. I think that I don't want to have a ton all the way up at S.
Sure.
But seeing that this one's at S, I mean, we might have a few. And next though is Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories, yeah. Hate the combat.
I think it'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool story though. It's
very weird story.
Yeah, very weird, but I did enjoy it quite a bit. But
we get Axel, right? Is this the first?
Yeah, Axel. Axel. Yeah, he gets introduced in this. Maybe.
Yeah. For sure, it's Axel, Marluxia.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of the more obscure Organization 13 members in this.
Yeah, isn't Axel the first one you meet, right?
He might be.
Then he ends up revealing himself.
Yeah. But anyways, very odd game. I do not like the combat in this one nearly as much as I do as the mainline Kingdom Hearts games. So yeah. I wouldn't put it in S. I wouldn't even put it in A. I'd probably go
maybe C.
Yeah, I'd probably go C on this one.
That's kind of what I was feeling.
Yeah, got some really cool Riku moments though in there too. So
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. He's doing his own because there's just like 2 campaigns.
Yeah, two separate stories in this one. This isn't the last game they do that for. So.
And then we have Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2. This is the best one. It's everyone knows this is the best one. I won't even argue that it isn't. It's not my favorite. Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I just think Kingdom Hearts 2 just encompasses what the main Kingdom Hearts idea was, all in one package here. You know, you're going around in your different Disney worlds, stuff like that. Very meaty game as well. You know, it's
super chunky.
Definitely the longest one out of the bunch, and yeah, I love this game. I think the combat's better in this one than it is in any other one, even 3, which is crazy because that game's like 12 15 years older than it or whatever. And yeah, love this game.
Yeah, so do you think it should be above 1 or not?
It should be, yeah.
Okay, so it'll be an S above 1. Then we got another very weird one, Coded,
yeah.
/ Recoded.
Yeah. Coded sucks.
It's it's my least favorite game in the series.
In the series, it's not my least favorite, but it is my second least favorite.
I would put it at F.
You go F with that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Go for it.
I would put it at F. Because that's just a weird story. Like, even at F, like, I enjoy, like, goofy, weird story stuff.
This one's kind of the start of the pointless side games. And it's not even pointless because there is important story moments in that, but it's just like, this is where it starts, where it's like, why did you add such an important story moment in this game, you know? And it's like,
good question. Just the end. Just the end.
Exactly.
It's really not even that, like, somebody could have just said it in one sentence, and you'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, exactly. You could easily watch a YouTube video of that just to catch up, and you're fine.
Then we have, I'm not going to say the whole name, the 358 Days over 2. I just
all you had to do was add Kingdom Hearts in front. You had it. The math equation game.
Yeah.
I love the story in this game. I think
one of the best stories in the whole series.
Yeah, I think it's great. So you didn't actually get a chance to play this, I guess. Very odd combat in that DS version of the game.
Yeah.
You actually can't really play this game anymore. You can watch all the cutscenes and stuff through the different Kingdom Hearts collections, but it's stuck on DS. They've never fully remade this game, and very odd combat. It wasn't fun, I want to call it. You know, the combat was like the least interesting part of this game, but the story was great. So I'd probably
Roxas.
I'd probably go B on this one.
That's kind of what I was thinking. As much as I love it, I think B fits.
If you just took the bad ones and added in the normal combat and made it like a normal Kingdom Hearts game, they'd all be fairly good. But yeah, a lot of the times when they get on these different systems and try to build Kingdom Hearts games straight up for that system, it just ends up making bad combat. So
yeah, Kingdom Hearts combat, you know, it's nothing super insane, but it's just fun.
Yeah,
it's fun visuals, stuff like that. Then we have my personal favorite game in the entire series, Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep, another great one. This game is fantastic. I would say the combat's a little bit worse than it is in 2, but still very good. This was a PSP game originally, so you gotta take that into account. I wish they fully just remade it and added in normal Kingdom Hearts 2 combat. That would have been cool, but yeah, great story in this game. You get 3 different campaigns in this one with Aqua, Terra, and Ventus, which is very cool.
2 of my favorite characters in the whole series, Terra and Aqua.
Yeah,
like,
great characters. Yeah, they really nailed the original characters in this game with even their master, Ericus, and
I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, and then they introduce Xehanort in this one as well, who's a great villain throughout the rest of the series. And yeah, I love this game. It's really cool how all the stories connect and then come together at the end. It's very fun.
So what are you thinking for this one?
I'd go S, but lowest.
You think it's S too?
Yeah.
So even behind 1.
I would go behind 1. I could hear an argument for it above.
Terra and Aqua are cooler than Sora.
But are they cooler than Riku and Kairi? They're cooler than Kairi. No one's cooler.
They're cooler than Kairi. I mean, I don't know. I think Terra's cooler than Riku.
He might be.
I think both of them are, to be honest. I like Riku a lot.
But they all mirror each other in different ways. You know, like that's kind of the point of them, is to mirror Riku, to mirror Kairi. But yeah, it's I would go one below Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Well, I'll have to concede.
Cool.
Then we have the final two, Dream Drop Distance, which is a weird one. Super weird game. Weird story.
Yeah, I hate this game. This is my least favorite Kingdom Hearts game. It's this one fucked up part of the story so badly for me with the time travel. They introduced time travel in this game, and it kind of just like really messes up the continuity of the Kingdom Hearts series. And like this is where Kingdom Hearts, I think, got way too convoluted and confusing in Dream Drop Distance. I think when you hear people make fun of Kingdom Hearts and the story and how no one can understand it, I think it's solely because of this game, you know?
I think you can make that argument for, as much as I think we kind of like Chain of Memories, it still has a weird story. It gets very weird. I think those two games are kind of what weirds.
Yeah, I just feel like this is the one that but this one
definitely
like go back and retroactively messes up things from other games. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, I think this one really brought the whole series down a little bit, and I still like it. You know, like I don't mind it too much, but like, yeah, it's a cool name. I'll give it that. But yeah, a lot of the stuff here, and the combat was horrible in this game. It was really bad, even on the PS4 version. It's still very bad, and yeah, do not like this game.
So is it worse than Recoded?
I would go lowest as possible, but you could go one above Recoded if you wanted.
I think it's just more of a game.
Yeah, it is more of a game than that. Yeah, if you want to put it in D, we can go D. Dream Drop.
I just think it's just more of a
Distance. It fits too.
They're at least doing something new and
yeah,
whatever, you know. And then the last one we have Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. I like this game. I do. It's it was just, this game feels like it's stuck in 2005, and why I do like that, it's it wasn't what it could have been or should have been, I guess, you know, because Kingdom Hearts 3 for a decade was just this thing that like felt like this mystical thing we would never get. It feels like how Half-Life 3 feels, maybe a little bit lesser than that, because Half-Life 3 has been that joke for even longer than Kingdom Hearts 3 was.
Yeah.
But it's a good game. It adds some cool stuff. It just the worlds feel very different from each other. You know, it feels like they got different ideas throughout development. You know, because like you play the Pirates world, and then you play like an earlier world in like the Monsters Inc. world or something like that. It's like the Monsters Inc. world feels like it's straight out of Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Pirates world feels like they like came back to it like 3 years later and was like, well, what if we made it like an open world thing or whatever? And yeah, so it doesn't all really fit together. But I do like the story. I like the way it ends. A very chaotic ending to this. There's some really crazy cutscenes, which I love.
I love the ending. I think that's my favorite part of the game. The ending's
awesome. And yeah, still really like the combat in this one. I would go... What do we have in A?
We don't have any in A.
I would probably go A.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. It'd be worse than the other three. I think the other three are just much better. I think there's some really cool things about 3. I love how it just brings everyone together. That's just kind of what I want.
Yeah.
It gives me a lot of what I want.
It definitely gives you that like Avengers Endgame type vibe, where like everyone finally comes together and you finally finish this this saga off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like kind of where they leave a lot of things off. But yeah, the whole like most of the ending I think is good, where they leave off a lot, but the ending with Sora, and then doing more with Remind. I don't know. We'll see what they do in 4. I guess.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff was messy. Even when you added in the stuff from Remind, it was still a little bit messy. But made a little bit more sense after the DLC. But still messy for sure.
Yeah, and they tried to explain some things, but we'll see what they do in 4. But yeah. That's our list.
Technically, we have Kingdom Hearts Melody and Memory as well, which I never played through.
It's not on here.
Oh, okay.
We could.
Yeah, I never played through it either. I just watched the cutscenes on YouTube.
Yes.
This is one of those that's a side game, and like the very end is pretty important to the overall story of Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I won't rank it because I never played through it. It's a rhythm game.
Yeah, you just play rhythm game, and you get the cool music. That's really all you need.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, there's our official ranking of the Kingdom Hearts games.
Love it.
We finally did it.
I did it. Good job. I was not expecting to do that. That was not the one I was thinking. So, yeah, very cool. Anyways, that'll do it for the Nerd Gods podcast, episode 130. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find this on all audio platforms. Daniel, anything else you want to say?
I'm going to beat Persona.
Soon, hopefully. 6 months from now.
Yeah. Maybe I won't.
Maybe not. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.